Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 80 here on season 1. Wow, 20 more episodes, and I will be on episode 100. And let me tell you, we got big things planned for episode 100. We're going to actually redo the entire set, all that kind of stuff. So, over the course of the next few weeks, so I got 20 more videos to come out with. So over the course of the next 3 weeks, I'm going to start kind of like making videos that I will release. So they won't be like live, like they won't be coming out they'll be coming out every single day, but they will be like I filmed them in past or something like that. So don't be afraid. It's okay. Just getting geared up for episode 100. I think we're going to do a live episode or something like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the question of the, not the question of the day, what the topic actually is on this episode, which is how do I know when to buy or sell on Stash? So this comes from a man named T Love. T Love says, hello, or I don't know if it's a man, maybe a woman. He says, hello, thanks for sharing. I'm new to Stash and stocks. I don't understand any of it at all, which, hey, we were all there at once. I am completely lost, so I took your advice and downloaded the Stash app. So far, I've invested $20. Good job, good on you. I don't know how long you've been investing for, but that's great. That's a great start. $20 is great. Where do I go from there? And when do I know how to buy and sell stocks? All right, so first of all, let me just talk about, by the way, before you're like, wow, this guy's really dripping beats. It is so hot today. It's supposed to be like 104, so like it's just crazy. Don't worry. That's just kind of the way it works. It's blistering hot in the garage. But anyways, whatever. We're going to get an air conditioning installed eventually. Just a matter of time. So my hope is that you're going to make regular deposits monthly, weekly, bi-weekly, or even daily onto Stash. I don't think $20 is enough. $20 will only last you, I think like 20, not even 18. It will last you 18 months before all that money will be gone in fees that you're going to be paying to Stash. So you need to start investing more than just $20. But I would suggest trying to do like $40 to $80 at least a month. If you can get up to $200 a month, that would be perfect. But I feel like you need to at least do like at least $40 to $80 a month. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into a little bit more. I want to kind of help you out a little bit. Diversity. So diversity is always going to be best when using your account. So buying one ETF is probably not the best idea. You're going to see a lot of volatility in that account. However, I'll give you the simplest strategy that I would do. So I would allocate. So we'll say that right now you have $100 in your account, okay? We'll just make it 100 for simple, easy use math reasons. 50% of that is going into low return shares. So bonds, specifically, these are the low, like conservative accounts. Park My Cash, Conservative Mix, Slow and Steady, and Uncle Sam. Allocate 50% of that into those accounts. So $50 goes into those. You can pick all 4, you can pick 2, you can pick 1. Okay, I would probably recommend doing 2 just because you would have a little bit more diversity in your account. But however, you can pick 1, you can pick all 4. It kind of is completely up to you. That's just my opinion. Also, 50% into other shares. So I would do more stable, not as high risk ETFs. Like I would split up. So first of all, what I do is I'd split it up by 10% each. So I would pick some strong ETFs like Blue Chips. That's a strong ETF. Delicious Dividends, Moderate Mix, Roll with Buffett, which is Warren Buffett's ETF. All That Glitters is a gold ETF, so I would invest 10% into there too. That's going to hedge against the stock market. Stock market goes down, that one's going to go up as well. That's what we've typically seen with stock market. And then you could also do like a wild card in there as well. So like if you're like, oh hey, that one, or I want to drop one of these ones and just pick a wild card like Defending America, whatever, Modern Medicine. You can pick whichever ones you want. I just recommend pick some strong ones. These are the strongest ones that I think. These are what I think are the strongest ones. However, that's just to give you some examples on like what kind of strong ETFs I'm talking about. You can pick whatever you want. I would just recommend 50% goes into those, 10% each. So I would do 5. You could get away with doing 6. You would just do 5% to 2 of them or whatever. But that's what you want to do. When would you sell those? When did you buy those? So this is the last part of the question. As a young investor, it's like when do I buy? When do I sell? I would recommend if you're really still trying to get into investing pretty hardcore, I would recommend buying a book called The Intelligent Investor. It's what kind of the same strategy that Warren Buffett uses. but it teaches you more about when to buy, when to sell a little bit. But you want to buy when it goes down, and you want to sell when it's up. So it's pretty like, that's pretty like buy low, sell high. Like obviously, like you're like, okay, well, how do I do that? Okay, this is what in your account what you would do. You'd play the percentages. So for your account, you're like, oh, I got 50% over here and 50% over here, right? Yeah, okay. So one ETF, whatever you have, Park My Cash or whatever, goes up. Say your bonds go up by 5%. So your conservative account go up by 5%. So which would be put you at 50, whatever. 5% would be $2.50 on an account. So it goes up by $2.50, $2.50. You're going to take that $2.50. You're going to sell $2.50 off in one of those ETFs, and you're going to invest it into your whatever, your stock account. So you're 50% over here, which would actually be at 45%. So you're going to take 5% over here, which would be 55%, move it over to there, 5%. Okay, so now you're back at 50%. Say vice versa happens, this ETF actually goes down. So the stocks portion actually goes down to 45%. These don't go up. This goes down. You're going to sell 5% over here on your bonds, put it back in there. This goes up to 60%, sell 10% over here, and put that 10% over here to balance it back out to 50. Now, how often you do that, I would recommend doing that probably like once every 6 months, once a year. The longer you take to do it, so I would at least say do it every 6 months. You don't want to do it any sooner than that, because you're going to get paid dividends and all that kind of stuff, and your account should relatively stay pretty balanced, especially if you're making monthly deposits and that kind of thing, and balancing your account with those monthly deposits when you put them in. So that's what I would recommend doing. If you're like, that still doesn't make sense, feel free to comment down below. I'll try to explain it a little bit simpler. I'll try to come up with an even easier strategy, but that's pretty much as simple as it gets. That's pretty much the least amount of work as possible. It'll probably get you the highest return. And it will also, that 50% over in those bonds will keep that money pretty much safe while still guaranteeing you some kind of return. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into, wow, I really squeaked my voice there, the question of the day. And the question of the day is, if you just won $1 million, would you quit your job? And the answer is no, I would not quit my job. I love what I do. I actually own my own business, starting another one here soon. And my wife, I help my wife with her business as well as run my YouTube channel, which is like, honestly, dream come true. That's what I love to do. So that's what I'm going to continue doing. I would just like use that $1 million to continue to do what I love to do, which is make YouTube videos, woodworking, financial services, and help my wife grow her business. So, yeah. Anyways, for these guys who don't know, you're like, what the heck? I'm right now currently in the process of being life insurance certified, and then once I get life insurance certified, I'll be able to go get my security license. So I should be able to like do one-on-one meetings and that kind of stuff. I think once I get my securities license. Anyways, if you would be interested in like getting your license, life license, or securities license, feel free to message me. My email is actually down below. Go ahead and hit me up there and be like, hey, I'm interested or whatever. Or if you're interested in meeting, I would love to meet up with you as well. Anyways, until next time, don't forget to subscribe up here and check out how do I keep a 8% return on my Acorns account. And then check out the other cool video right about here. And until next time, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.